Hello everyone and welcome to this video about the Arabic language. So there is a debate over about whether you should learn modern standard Arabic, which is also known as Fusha or اللغة الفصيحة or a dialect, an Arabic dialect, whether it be Egyptian dialect, Moroccan dialect, Algerian or Jordan dialect. So I've been learning Arabic for 5 years, and I can tell you, I can just share with you my opinion. I would strongly recommend you to learn the formal Arabic, the MSA, before learning dialects. Why do I say that? People would argue that when they go in streets of Cairo uh, or I don't know, Rabat, they would not understand a single word. That's true. But if you learn the modern standard Arabic, you can read. So that's it. You can write in Arabic because nobody writes in dialect. When you take a novel in Arabic, it would never be written in Jordan dialect or in Algerian dialect. So I would recommend you to learn the MSA to be able to read and write in Arabic. Moreover, why should you learn MSA rather than a dialect? Because MSA allows you to communicate with any Arab people. I have spoken to a lot of Arabs from Mauritania to Kuwait, and I always spoke in modern standard Arabic. It's not weird. It's maybe just a little bit weird for people living in the Maghreb, like Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. They like to speak in their dialect, but other than that, I didn't feel any problem to speak with Saudi people and modern standard Arabic or other people from other parts. So once you get a good foundation in the MSA, you can start to learn a dialect. So how to learn the dialect? In my case, I learned the Moroccan dialect. A lot of people just ask me, why would you learn Moroccan dialect, a dialect which is apparently very different from other dialects like Egyptian, Syrian dialects, or Lebanese. It's just because I went to Morocco for my internship, my Erasmus. That's why. I didn't know I would learn it unconsciously. I just absorb it by living there. So it's possible to learn a dialect just by living there and knowing MSA, because a dialect is just a little bit to change some stuff in the modern standard Arabic, and you got the dialect. Um, and I think Moroccan dialect is not so difficult if you know MSA. It's just changing some stuff, knowing some French, and they speak very fast. Other than that, it's pretty accessible. Just people from the east, like Jordan, Lebanon, they have never been in contact with people from the west Arabic culture, so they don't understand Algerian, Moroccan, and Tunisian, mainly because they are not in touch. But the Moroccan people and the Algerian people, they get in touch by watching soap operas from Egypt, from Lebanon, etc. So they can understand pretty well people. So what do Arabic people speak when they meet? Like if you have an Algerian guy and a Syrian guy and then an Egyptian, and you mix them with an Emirati guy, what will they speak? Oh, well, everyone would speak in his own uh, dialect, and trying to be as neutral as possible, not to use too local words so other can understand. I have an Algerian friend. He told me just if he speaks in his dialect, like with people from Algeria, he would say أنا طلعت فوق التروتوار. Uh, um, when he speaks with people from other parts, he would just say أنا طلعت فوق الرصيف, and people would understand better رصيف than trottoir. Trottoir, it comes from French, so it's impossible for someone from Saudi to understand طلعت فوق trottoir. أنا كنافيغي في المدينة or that's mixing stuff they cannot understand. So if you limit the French part, it's pretty easy to understand. So to summarize, just if you want to, my opinion, just learn MSA at the beginning, have a good foundation in Arabic, because all dialects are very close to MSA, and when you know MSA, you can adapt to any dialect in no time. I learned the basics of Moroccan dialects in 2 months, so you can learn the basics of Lebanese, Syrian in no time if you know classical, yeah, not classical but modern standard Arabic, because it's almost the same. Like madrasa would be madrase in Lebanese, or I don't know. It's pretty much the same. So just focus on MSA, and when you get a good foundation, you can learn the dialects without any problem. But if you don't, if you learn the dialect and then you go back to MSA, it's very hard because you have mm, some habits, and it does not exist. Those habits do not exist in MSA, and it's limited. If you just know, for instance, mm, Algerian dialects, nobody would understand you outside of Algeria and Morocco. Even Tunisians sometimes have difficulties to understand. So if you want to travel in one country, just learn the dialect of the country to use it in an everyday context. But focus on MSA if you want to have a good level in Arabic. Okay, thank you for watching, and I wish you luck with your Arabic studies.